Then you have another person whom the very people I was referring to picked, praised, made him a celebrity, made the hero of, made him a savior of, but I don't know even what he saved. Now, when he faces justice, there is evidence, irrefutable evidence. He was tried in a court of law publicly. Nobody questions the facts on which the evidence is based. But then say, no, you see, this one is, a critic of the president. No, you first answer these facts before you talk about your things that you want to use. And in fact, this person committed this crime with many others. There are about 21 people in the same case, all of them who pleaded guilty and are implicating this person, and this person was at one time their leader. These are people who were armed, waged violence against families of Rwandans. People were lost their lives. There are victims there. And then there is the one, this person, it comes from America, from Europe, and that this person, and in fact, what is interesting, they come and say, this person, we are not saying he's innocent, but he should be released. And then we ask them and say, okay, if you think he should be released, how about these others who are co-accused with this person, who are also in prison? So in other words, they are saying, this person is special. We've made him special, so you should not question that. And then we say, okay, fine. How about the victims? The very people, families that lost their people on the hands of this person. They can't answer that, but they keep insisting. So anyway, let me try to cut. It was a loaded question, so I'm trying to grapple with how to cut the answer short. But so the basis on which these judgments are made is not necessarily right. It's not correct. So I'll let you make a decision at some point what to believe or what you should be making other people believe. But I know by my answer in whatever way, maybe you're already framing a completely different story about what I said, or giving it a frame in which I didn't put it, but that's okay. Let me quickly talk about the migration problem with the UK. The migration problem arises out of so many things that have been happening even before we had anything to do with the UK migration issue. We have so many refugees here in Rwanda. Congolese refugees, Burundi refugees, many, in their tens of thousands. That is one. Number two, in 2018, we decided, at that time I was the chair of the African Union, that we help out on this case of Libya. Many Africans through Libya, up to now, they are still caught up there. They've been brought from Libya over time, brought here, processed here. Some of them are still here. 1,000 of them so far have been processed and taken abroad to Europe, to Canada, to United States. But we just saved the situation where thousands of young Africans were caught up in Libya. They were trying to get to Europe. They were not getting there. They got stuck. They were imprisoned. They were in jail. Then they were even being enslaved. There were people coming to buy them as slaves and taken to some place. So we said, we offered something to the international community. We told them, look, instead of having these people suffering in Libya, can we have them in Rwanda so that those countries that want to help out, either to return them to where they came from or to take them to places that can accept them. The remainder, those who want to stay with us, we can even make them stay here. We have no problem. Those are three options. And that's how the UNHCR got involved, other international institutions got involved, and the process has been going on since 2018. Now, on this one, I mean, because I have seen with this UK partnership, people tried to imply that there is money involved. It's like we are just being paid to have these people. You may find out for yourself, investigate, if anybody gave us money about the Libyan case. There was no money. In fact, what happened was the international community helped transport them, bring them here. We provided a place, and they also started supporting these people. And that's how it has been going. In fact, we had that situation. We had another case where Israel, I remember, was throwing out some migrants also who had gone there from Eritrea, Ethiopia, Sudan. We also helped on that. That is way before this case of... so what is happening today is no different from what was happening then. Now, and this question of money involved that people are talking about, largely it is money to look after these people who are being brought here because they are not accepted in the other side, on the other side. Now, so if we have a situation like this, first of all, it also builds on our position in terms of how we see the migration issue. While there might be a right of a person to flee and seek refuge in some place, it's not going to be anybody. Because in this one, there are two types of criminals, if I may say. There are actually people who have been finding their way to whichever place that don't even deserve to be accepted by those places. It's not automatic. That when you say, I want to go to UK, I want to go to France, I want to go to Belgium, I want to go to Spain, that you must always be accepted. No, it depends on why you are going to that place. Are you somebody running away from persecution or from serious problems? Yeah, but there is a case here. People should be able to listen to that. But at the same time, it's up to that country to decide what they do in that case. There is nothing automatic about it. But in fact, some of the cases involve criminality. People simply either escape justice for committing different types of crime, and when they are going to whichever place, there is no automaticity about accepting them under migration laws. I think this must be accepted as a fact. Two, there is a criminality that involves slave trade. It's like they are trading them. these people who, there is a network of criminals that actually do business with this.